I'm your poorly aging, sarcastic PC Witty gamer. And this be update 10. Now, I want to talk about update 10 a little, but we're actually going to play the game. Well, I'm going to play the game. You're going to watch. Hopefully you're going to watch. I'd like for you to watch. Will you please watch? Update 10 is here, and it's got guests saying, ooh, ah, and Delecha. Delecha? What's Delecha mean? At Vista points and new event points. Set your points focus to watch your guests' amazement and even plan elaborate event sequences in the event points trigger sequencer. Keep the celebration going with new souvenir flags and wands and let the confetti fly with the new confetti cannon. Just don't forget to put up the bunting too. Check the Planet Coaster website for full update notes. Now, they could have put the full update notes in this game, of course. They chose not to do that. They want you to leave their game and go read their website. Seems to me it'd be better to keep people in the game. The Parades Pack is now available. You know, this is what we're going to talk about a bit. And it's bringing an all-new blockbuster feature. Anybody guess what it'd be? I mean, in the Parades Pack, what would the all-new feature be? Parades! Dress up your floats with all new scenery pieces and performer platforms to wow your guests with a parading process that runs right through your path. But that's not all. The Parades Pack also brings 2 exhilarating new coasters, as well as the iconic electric trolley transport ride, and 2 show-stopping new flat rides, the Little Dipper and the Wild Jumping Disc. So, 2 flat rides, 1 transport ride, 2 coasters, and the parades. So 5 ride types and the parades. Be sure to say a cheery hey-o to eccentric new entertainer Mayor Pip Whistle, and let loose your inner city planner with the timeless small town scenery pack. The Parades Pack available now. Whippy Yallopler. Now, I could tell you what my beef is with this. Does anybody care what my beef is? By the way, we're not going through all the credits or anything like that. I just clicked on something, I didn't know what it was, and now we're getting this. So my beef with this is it costs $18.99. This game was full price. Then they keep putting out DLC that cost quite a bit. And I haven't tried these features yet, but I don't think running parades, which looked very limited. So I saw their preview videos and stuff like that. They look good, but they looked very limited as far as parade floats and things like that. And it looked tedious to build floats. So I don't know if there's floats in the workshop or not. That's what I'm going to look at next. So far, I don't see any. This is how you get new stuff for your game, which is cool. I like the exchange here. Although there should be a button where you could update every one of your the stuff, you know, that you subscribed to, installed, whatever you want to call it. I try not to do the ones that are in a foreign language because they don't cover my foreign languages. Now, see, I don't actually have to go to the thing to download it. I can just click the download thing. These are, yeah, I get it. We just got into summer, and so I get it. Lots of people are going to be doing flumes and all that. See, these ones with the bell, you have to go to them and install an update if you want the latest version. And this game's been out for what, 2 years? And there's not a feature to update all of them at the same time. Oh, there's a parade. So we will download the Sorcery Parade because I didn't see anything about the parades that made me want to actually create a parade. And you might, you know, decide that's terrible of me. Okay, you can decide that. But I want to build parks, and I'm not as into building all the pieces for parks, you know, in advance of building the parks. Rail Runner, I might take it just because I like the name of it. A lot of times, I mean, there's so much stuff here. As you can imagine, you could spend forever looking at new stuff to put in your game. And then not actually playing the game very much. Like I said, a simple button to update them all would be great. Now, should we, if we go to play, we're just going to be continuing. Well, let's continue our career, at least for the moment. Now, something's been going on recently with the Xbox game bar, and if I explain it to you, you're not going to believe it. You're going to think I made it up. I've got a crazy mind, crazy imagination or something. By the way, why did it bring me here, Pip Whistle Street? I thought it was gonna go back to the, you know, the park we were already looking at, working on. But since we're here, let's, is there a way to ride this ride? Oh yeah. So, well, that doesn't help because you can't see out of the car very much. This is the new transportation ride, the trolley. And I heard in this update you can now put tracks for some of the rides across walkways. So ride tracks were very limited since they couldn't cross the sidewalks and things like that that the guests were on. Now, I guess they fixed that, which makes sense. I mean, in real parks, you could be walking along, you see railroad tracks. There's barriers to keep you from crossing the tracks when the train is coming. So that makes sense. What doesn't make sense is that they dropped me in this park when we were working on a previous park. I don't find these cameras very compelling because, like I said, the ride itself is taking up so much of the... I mean, it's a cute looking trolley. It's weird, there's a marquee on top of it that can obviously have digital words there, and yet there's no digital words there. This is an unfortunate... See right here, obviously it could have words, like the name of the park, my name, something, and it doesn't. My feeling so far, having completely untested this, is that I was stupid to pay $18.99 for an update to a 2-year-old game. Just to get a few more rides and things. Now, if I try these rides and I'm blown away, maybe I'll change my mind. And why this matters is, you know, they're going to put out the next Planet Zoo in October. So there's the parade stuff. Parades are a coordinated process. I'll learn to read. Parades are coordinated processions of floats designed to wow your guests. Already I hate it. If you go to Disneyland, their parades are not just floats, except maybe the Main Street Electrical Parade, which I don't think they have anymore. There'd be marching bands, musicians, all kinds of things. Any parade, when you think about it, think about the Rose Parade. Now, I know the Rose Parade isn't at an amusement park, but think of the Rose Parade. You've got, you know, people riding horses, followed by bands, followed by a float, then people riding motorcycles. You know, you have a wide variety of things. So to have just floats, it's not sitting right with me, especially for $18.99. And I mention $18.99 because that's probably where I regret the purchase the most. But let's get into this because I did buy it. And it is still the first day of this. So parades are coordinated processions of floats designed to wow your guests. A parade will satisfy guests' entertainment need, but will cost you some cash to run. You can find parades under the entertainment tab on the browser, then decide how many trains or floats you want, and their float type in the info panel. So I don't know what any of this means. Performer points.
Bello notata.
Seems like I'll have to learn how all this works. Let's get back on the street and see if we can see this parade. We're gonna run the parade right now, and we're gonna sit right here and see what we think of it. Now, I'm told this double gold statue is for people who subscribe to their newsletter. Okay, here comes the parade. Now, in the previews, I saw people lining up for the parade. Tens of thousands of people. I guess they're doing it a little bit right now. Not so much. They don't look nearly as excited as they did in the sales stuff. Now here comes our first float, ladies and gentlemen. Are you excited? I mean, look, I like the idea of parades. I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't. I hope I wouldn't have bought it. I like Frontier. I like the game dev company. And that's what keeps me buying these things. But these games end up costing hundreds of dollars, and you don't think they will. So there's the mayor. So you've got somebody walking in a parade. That's good. Then you got floats, and you got floats with entertainers on them. That's cool. Again, if you just put a band right here between the floats, or some guys riding horses or something, that would be very cool. Obviously, the floats in this parade are very colorful. I am impressed with the variety and the look. I am surprised that the continue button didn't continue the game that I was working on. Kind of dumb. People are clapping for the parade. That's good. I'm told some of these floats might be lit at night. Okay, so that's for those of you who didn't see, that's like a dragon skeleton, and every once in a while it opens its head and spits fire. It probably won't do it for me on cue, but oh, there we go. So that's kind of neat. Oh, okay, then it goes backstage. Gotcha. Now see, these people, they're not interested in the parade at all anymore. The parade's still going and people aren't even watching it anymore. Okay, was that worth $18.99 to put in your game? And remember, when you pay $18.99, you don't get these gold statues. You have to do something else to get that. So buying the game isn't enough. Now, I'm going to go check something and I'll be back. But you won't miss me because I'll put them all together. All the videos of this that I do today. It'll be one. Okay, I'm back, you lucky people. Did you miss me? I don't think you did because I skillfully put these separate videos together. But to explain what I'm complaining about, Steam lists Planet Coaster 2 for $49.99. But that's not the deluxe edition. The deluxe edition is $64.99. But here's the thing. Even the deluxe edition doesn't have all the stuff that's been released for Planet Coaster 2. Do you want all the stuff that's released for Planet Coaster 2? That currently sits at $104.50. So they list the game at $49.99. But really, if you want all the stuff they made for the game, it costs more than double that. It's kind of deceptive. And remember that $104.50, it's going to go up when another DLC is released, which happened today. It went up today. It was lower than that today. The original Planet Coaster. By the way, I love Frontier games. I really do. I like your games. Devs, if you're watching me, I really like your games. I still play Disneyland Adventures, which is a great game. I wish you would remake it. You probably don't have the licensing from Disney to remake it, but I love that game. And I love Planet Coaster 2, Zoo Tycoon, and Jurassic Park Evolution, or whatever it's called. So, the original Planet Coaster, again, reasonably priced, but if you want the stuff they put out for it, it's currently listed on Steam for $117.80. $117.80. By the way, yeah, I am going to play the real game. Don't worry. Zoo Tycoon. Or Planet Zoo, I'm sorry. From the same company. You want the whole thing? So it's priced. It's priced just like Planet Coaster. But if you want the whole thing, everything that's been released for Planet Zoo so far, $218. $218. Now, here's what I think. I think they know that if they just listed their game for $218, people would say, forget it. I'm not paying that. So what they do is they tell you a price that doesn't really cover everything. And then you buy it, and you're already playing it when the new stuff comes out. So you buy more stuff. And I'm concerned about this because this is why I haven't pre-ordered Planet Zoo 2. It's one of the reasons. Another reason is I haven't gotten past, I think, the tutorial on Planet Zoo. Love the game. Never been able to do much in it. Looks beautiful. But also, they want us to pre-order, so to just trust them that this thing that'll come out in October will be good. And I could buy Planet Zoo 2 for $49.99. That leaves you with the impression that that's the whole game. Now we know better. It's not the whole game. It's barely scratching the surface. I could get the deluxe edition. I could pre-order the deluxe edition, which is what I used to do. I used to pre-order my games, usually the most expensive version of the game. But I'm getting bit quite a lot doing that lately. The deluxe edition of Planet Zoo 2 is $64.99. Well, I have the deluxe edition of Planet Coaster 2, and yet I still had to pay for a DLC. If I wanted this parades nonsense, I had to pay for it. On top of paying $64.99 for the game, and on top of all the DLCs I bought for the game. So we don't know what Planet Coaster 2 is going to end up costing. That's the problem. Again, love these products. I just wish they didn't take all of these things that should have been in the base game and make them cost more. Now, I could do one of... Let's restart this scenario so that we have some context for what we're doing in this game. Because I said there'll be real gameplay footage, and of course there will be. That's what this channel is about. Black loading screens. Oh, here we go.
Hey, check out this beach. Amazing, right? Great sun, smooth waves, and more importantly, all ours. The previous owner was a bit in over their head, just a teensy bit, so this park didn't work out for them. I have an idea though. I think we pack this place with guests and make a splash for coast to coast with water rides. Something new and exciting that people will come from all over to try.
My, oh my. I can picture it now. You're onto something here, my boy.
Wait a minute. I
Building
know
the
my
water rides.
brother. There's a catch, isn't there, Bradley?
Of course.
Well, just a little one. The previous owner took out quite a few loans before the park went under. And now those loans are all ours. Surprise!
Brad, you should have spoken to me first. I would have helped you avoid a mistake like this.
Mistake? No. I thought this place was great.
Oh, don't you worry. What's a little debt between friends? Just you stick to your vision, and we'll make something incredible together.
This idyllic beach is in troubled waters. The previous owner tried everything to keep the park afloat, but eventually got floored with debt. Luckily, Brad has a vision for how to turn the tides and get this park sailing again. And that vision involves making a real splash with water rides. Time to dive right in. Well, actually, I don't want to dive right in. I want to see what rides we've got first and ride them and see how they go. This coaster is untested. Well, let's test it. That's what I just told everybody I wanted to do. If we die, it's Lisa's fault. Wish they would get the cursor out of the way when we're doing these rides. This is what I do when I start working with an existing park. I go and test the rides first, see what I think of them. Kind of to get in the mood for all the other stuff is this that I'll be doing in the game. Okay, that's probably not ideal. Why are we writing it again? And hopefully this is just our camera writing it, because if we're writing it, we're far too crippled now to possibly do anything good for the part. I would say this coaster needs to be fixed before we put humans on it. See, this is why you test existing rides in parks before just opening them. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. Does it just run out of track, or are we hitting a turn too fast, or what's the deal? Oh, that's it. Yeah, we're just running out of track. We probably should not test coasters that aren't complete. So let's edit the coaster. And let's try to auto-complete it. Well, it won't let us auto-complete there. I don't know why I have to tell it more than once that I want to. Okay, now we'll take this and we'll twist it this way. What we're trying to do here is reduce the stress on people's bodies that they might experience here. Now let's test the ride before we consider opening it. Let's test again like we did last summer. Oh, look. Anyway, I was telling you there's a problem with the GameSpot recorder that comes with Windows 10 and 12 and all that. Or is it Windows 11? I'm sorry, Windows 11. I don't know what's in Windows 12 yet. I've seen some previews of Windows 12. Hey, don't get me distracted, okay? Here's the problem. There's videos I shoot where while I'm shooting them, I'm hearing the dialogue in the game and all that. And I'm reacting to it and everything. And then the video is finished and all that dialogue is missing, even though I heard it while I was shooting the video. This has happened to me in Madden so far. It's happened to me in Fallout New Vegas. So different games from different companies, same problem. And I don't know what's causing it. I looked at the settings. The settings for the games seem to be just where they should be. And it doesn't make sense that when I'm recording it, I would hear the dialogue, but then that dialogue wouldn't get put in the final video. If somebody knows why this is happening, please write to me. Let me know nicely. Now, we don't have the test numbers. The reason we're we're writing this again is we don't have the test numbers on this coaster because remember we just finished building it. Then we'll probably open this coaster if the test numbers are good. It's not fantastic, but you know, it's telling us we're newbies to this whole running theme park things anyway. It's lost $16,000 in its lifetime. Okay, $5.99 is the excitement. I think we could do something about that. What if we were to... Let's drag this down. I think that will add to the excitement. Let's see if we could drag this down. No, we can't drag that down. It would make too... Oh, it's because it's obstructed in that spot. Okay. And this is probably as low as it can go because... Well, no, it can go a little lower. Okay, so we had $5.99 on excitement. Everybody remember $5.99. We're trying to beat that without messing with the other numbers too much. This is the process. At least it's my process. I don't know how other people do it. But you try things out, you look at the numbers, you decide whether you want to try and beat those numbers, and then every change you make, you have to test laboriously. But it's colorful, it's fun. Was that parade really worth $18.99? I know there's 5 new ride types, but one of them's, you know, a transport ride, a tram. It should have been in the base game. Now remember, we're trying to beat $5.99 on excitement. Without breaking people's necks. Okay. Hey, we got a 641. Look at that. I would call that a success. So let's... yeah, we're gonna sell it at a bargain. Let's just open it up and I assume there's, yeah, the queues are in place. So this is what I do anytime I take over an existing park. Are we not in? Okay, we are in game speed. I'm just wondering why there's nobody near that coaster. So what other rides do we have? Okay, we've got this one. We should test it. Looks like some kind of... Well, it's like a chairlift, but it's enclosed. Now, initially, I'm not liking the red color, but maybe they chose red to make it stand out. Like if it was green, it might blend in too much and people might not know this ride exists. I don't know. The beauty of rides like this is when you're on them, you could see other rides. So not only are you floating over the park and enjoying the trees and the people, it's probably enclosed, by the way, so that you can't drop things or spit on the people below you. Which, when I was growing up, rides like this were open. So you had the part you were sitting on, you know, chairlifts and things like that. And it was open around you. And before you ask, no, I never even thought about spitting on people below me or dropping things on them. And I'm not bragging that I'm such a good guy or anything like that. It's just something that never even occurred to me. I mean, I was enjoying the ride. And these kind of chairlifts, they were at almost all the parks at the time, and they've been removed from most of the parks nowadays, unless they're enclosed like this one is. And I think it is because people started dropping things on people, either on purpose or accidentally. I mean, you know, back in the day, you'd have bulky cameras you would take to an amusement park and all of that too. So imagine if you're trying to take a picture, you're on a chairlift, and your hands are sweaty, the camera, you know, slips out of your hand, and it bops some kid on the head below. That wouldn't be good. And then obviously there'd be people who would purposely drop things on people's heads or spit on them. But I was just riding rides like this. They even had them at lesser parks, like the boardwalk in, I think it's in Santa Cruz, California. It's not a full-blown amusement park. A woman and a man, both underdressed, just got in our particular vehicle. Again, I'm not sure why he didn't get dressed. I get it. This scenario wants us to build pools and all of that, and it looks like they're dressed for pools, but I don't know if any pools exist yet, and I didn't think they were going to ride the regular rides in their pool gear. But anyway, you could see the park. To the side, you could see the water, and you could see other scenery and You can see the coaster we just built over there to the right. The back of this bearded man's head. So part of the idea is to show off the park and how beautiful it is and everything, and give you, you're kind of away from the chaos. You don't hear the people at the park as much when you're way up above it. And you're not standing in a line or anything like that. So it gives you a sense of serenity. But you'll also get to see those other rides where you go, oh, hey, there's a yellow roller coaster. I really want to go on that. Or there's a Ferris wheel, and we should try that out. So even the boardwalk has a chairlift system. Well, I don't know if it has. I mean, the last time I was there, it did, which I think the last time I was there was in 2006. Now these people are wearing clothing, so although I don't know if that's her swimwear or not. But obviously that's not his swimwear. And by the way, I can't guarantee that the dialogue of this game recorded either. I'll find out when you find out. And if my dialogue and visuals come through, I'm likely to upload it whether it has the in-game dialogues or not. You know, I look at these people and I wonder, are they a couple? Are they friends? Are they just two random people that were next in line? And both of them were put into, is this called a gondola? I noticed, by the way, that this ride isn't particularly high over the park. The chairlifts I was talking about usually were pretty high over the park. I mean, I remember riding, there were more like buckets at Disneyland. More than just a simple chairlift. But this isn't a simple chairlift either, so. And they had 2 routes at Disneyland. And it was sad to see them go. I've been to Disneyland over 400 times. I really liked old school Disneyland. And anytime a ride went away, even to make place for a better ride, a more modern ride or whatever, I was sad to see the old ride go. So anyway, I think we've seen this ride enough. You get the gist of it? Think you got the gist of it. Oompa loompa doopity doo. I don't see a thing about how much we're charging them for it. Is it a free ride? Okay, so now we're looking for other rides. So we're on Big Wheel. Did that guy just lose his glasses? You notice his glasses keep showing up and going away without him reaching up to put them on? That guy is glitched. Look at that. Glasses? No glasses. Glasses? No glasses. Glasses? No glasses.
The Millennial 6 television. The Millennial 6 television.
Does this ride go? Because we were kind of hoping for a ride that actually moves. This looks like a variation of a Ferris wheel, if it ever gets started. Right here on your favorite YouTube channel, the Poorly Edgy Sarcastic PC Witty Gamer channel. And he still has the glasses glitch while the ride is in motion. I'm looking at other people who have glasses to see if they have the same glitch or not. Time to patch, cause the glitch is back. The glitch came back as a matter of fact. Now there's a pole in the way, so we're not seeing the. See this other guy over here, he has glasses as well. Okay, a pudgy young man. I want to look at this other person behind the pole, but I can't do that. By the way, now that I moved the camera, it looks like the glasses glitch is gone. So that's interesting. Although the guy in the tub behind us was wearing glasses when the ride started, and he's not now, so. Well, this isn't exciting enough for me to watch forever. Okay, we have the wheel for a bargain price. I think I want to set bargain prices for pretty much everything. Now this is Resurgence. I don't know what Resurgence is, but we're gonna write it. You would think I would be familiar with the rides in my park, but remember, we just bought the park. And we bought a lot of debt with it. This is why we need to open the rides. The water looks nice. Okay. Now it's set for bargain price as well. Now, is this a, oh, that's the, what did they call it in the game? Oh, they just called it cable car. Well, that's not a very exciting name. Now I'm looking to see if there's any other rides. Oh, we do have a pool. And then we've got a lot of open land, which I assume the game is going to have us put in things. So we've gotten through the initial phase, I would say. Oh, and as you see, now that we've opened this coaster, it's got a respectable line there. Now they want us to build guest services facilities. we'll be happy to do that. So do they mean toilets when they say guest services or what? I can't get this to line up to... Well, let's build a path to it since it doesn't naturally have one. Now, do I have to manually open it? And they didn't count that as one or more guest services. So toilets are not guest services, at least for the purposes of this. Okay, guest services. Easy Bricks Viking theme. Now, since we just built a Viking themed thing, if we put guest services next to it, also with a Viking. Now, see, I think we're gonna have to move this tree in order to get the path from guest services. Now we probably gotta open guest services. It wants us to hire some janitors. I can do that. Staff, mechanic, vendor, lifeguard, ride attendant, security guard.
Whoa!
Now it wants us to build a flat ride and set it to open. Now the swimming pool is unsafe. So let's go look at that. One thing they want is they want lifeguards. I don't remember how to give them lifeguards, but we're gonna. Okay, so new lifeguard. So that covers the whole pool, if I could just... There you go, now the pool's safe, and we're actually going to give them a second lifeguard. Because it doesn't look like we're hurting for money right now. Maybe we'll be hurting for money later, but... We made the pool safe, at least lifeguard-wise. So they want a flat ride. And what I'm concerned about is using too much space for the ride. So we could put a hyper spin in there, and we have, in fact. So that's building the So now we're gonna test it and then decide on a price. I don't really like these hyperspin. I mean, I don't ride them in real life. Like the going around and being on different levels of the spinning and everything kind of makes me sick. So we'll give it an appropriate name for that. After we test it, we don't have to go to the hospital. Okay. That's plenty of testing. We'll set it for bargain. And we'll call it something, like I said, appropriate. I named it and then it unnamed it. Did you notice that? Ugh. I hate mistyping something in front of you all and for you all to know how lousy my typing has gotten in my old age. Now they want me to build a pool. But I'm not in any hurry. I want to see people get on this tilt-a-hurl. I don't know if they will. I haven't seen anybody buy it yet. We could put some scenery by the tilt-a-hurl. Of course, I'm not going to be able to see people in line if I do that. But so far, we don't have to worry about that because nobody wants to ride it. It's kind of like having a YouTube channel. You record videos and you think that, you know, everybody's going to want to watch your videos. And it turns out maybe they don't want to watch your videos. And so in this game you can create rides thinking, this is the best. And maybe nobody wants to ride it. Okay, now we see somebody approaching. They're in the queue. Okay, now we got groups of people. Look at that. Are you excited? We got almost a full queue now. So maybe we should edit out that whole bit about building rides that nobody wants to ride. Now, where's the beachfront area? Oh, right here. So this is where they want me to build a pool. How would people even get to the pool? Well, let's build the pool first and then worry about that. With a minimum 200 pool prestige. Oh, it says build in beachfront 2. So, do we know if this is beachfront 2 right here? Is there any way to see what the districts are called? Park name. I don't like a shore thing. Let's call it Beach Goy. Obviously, goys isn't a real word because the plural of goy would be goyim. But, you know, for artistic purposes. Now, the pool pass is $12.44. I don't know if that goes up if we build a better pool. Our park rating is 1.8. The quality of the attractions in your park, adding more prestigious rides helps to attract and impress guests. The quality of scenery in your park, adding more prestigious scenery and placing scenery items in locations visible to guests not only improves your scenery rating, but it also elevates the experience of visiting your park to a whole new level. The amount of unique attractions in your park. Adding more attractions gives guests more fun things to do in your park. How happy guests are with your park. Monitoring and addressing guests' moods and thoughts can help to improve their experience and influence their opinions of your park. The lowest rated metric in your breakdown will always have the most impact on your park ratings. Improving this metric will give you the best chance to see your rating grow. Well, obviously our worst metric right now is attractions. So we got to put more attractions in our park. So they like the cable car. They like that the park entry is free. American Arrow, is that the name of the coaster we fixed? I don't know.
Oh.
We've got 427,384 research points. So how come they won't let us research stuff? Maybe this scenario doesn't allow research? I don't know. Didn't it say we had a bunch of loans? I don't see any loans. That's a different tab. So we took out a $20,000 loan, and now to pay it off would be $20,939.29. We can afford to pay it off, so I think we should, even though it's going to hurt our bottom line a little bit. Well, we said we'll pay it off. Now the payoff is $58,000? Oh, that's how much we have after we pay it off. Okay, well, we have no loans now. That should keep us from having any problems of interest on it. Now, again, it says to build it in Beachfront 2, but I don't know what it's considering Beachfront 2. Beachfront 2 might be over here. Oh, it is. Okay. Do we own Beachfront 2? Oh, we gotta buy beachfront 2 first. Okay, so now... Now we know where beachfront 2 is. We could buy beachfront 3 for 10,000. I don't know that this is such a great idea. But let's go to beachfront 2 and build a spectacular pool. And it's, you know, I set this the other day and it has put the temperature back into Celsius. I don't know why. So, and I don't know what setting that's under, of course. Here we go, Celsius to Fahrenheit. Those sorts of things really do bug me, so. Now it's 71F out. And I don't know enough about pools to know what it would take to have...
This place is starting to pick up. But I did think there'd be more guests by now. Do people not realize how cool this place is? Maybe Eugene was right. Maybe this place was a mistake.
Just give it time, lad. The
Time,
park
lad.
is doing great. And I'm sure Eugene was just trying to protect you. Brotherly love and all that.
Yeah, you're probably right. You usually
guys
are,
hear that?
except for the haggis-filled donuts. That was just all kinds of wrong.
Okay, so our bronze objectives have been completed. The most popular attraction is cable car. I'm going to try and, since I'm going to build out this pool area, I'm going to try and, yeah, I was going to say add more pool surface. Is this a good idea? I have no idea. Now, it seems to me we have to build a structure around it. I don't even know how to get people to this pool. Beaches. Okay, pool extras. Well, let's go ahead and take the trees out of the pool. Because they do look kind of stupid in the pool itself. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, there's pools. That is just stupid. Okay. Oh, no. have 2 flumes and set to open. Well, I was trying to see if I could bring a paw. Okay, now people will be able to walk over here. Again, I don't know how to put the structure around the pool. I don't remember how to, you know, put the surface area. Anyway, let's put 2 flumes in it. Let's flume again like we flumed last summer. Okay, now we're gonna have to now people can get at the flume. And then we'll test these. See, it's got a 636, which is amazing because you see how simple it is. And a 669. Now we'll test the red one. Okay, you're tested. I don't know that it's a good idea to put people in a pool without lifeguards or anything like that. So let's see if we can make this pool safer. Wow, they're not giving much. It's making that noise telling me I can't do this and then not telling me why I can't do it. And I assume once people start dying in my pool, they're going to regret me not having lifeguards there. I also think I should probably have changing rooms. These are under changing rooms, and most of them are not changing rooms. Okay, let's turn you around. Have you get kind of close to the pool itself. I don't really want people in this pool. Run an advertising campaign for log flume. Park rating, guess. I don't remember where to run a advertising campaign, but we're looking. There we go. Log flume. So an ad campaign can't be started because of requirements until the requirements are met. So it's saying we don't have a flume that is at least 70. $70 long. So we'll try doing that. I don't love doing this. I would assume that there are players of this game that like building flumes. Okay, I don't know how long this is, but we need to test it. It's colorful. It looks fun. Oh, it's not as fun as the other ones. So let's see. They said it had to be 70 long. I don't know how many long that is. Well, it'd be nice if they'd tell me how long the stupid track is. Oh, great. We have people coming to this pool. See, I've already forgotten how to, where to advertise or anything like that. And I have a feeling people are going to get on that. You know, they're going to get in the pool with the pool being unsafe. Have an advertising campaign for long. Well, I would if I remembered where to advertise. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, my flume wasn't long enough to run a campaign. So now I'm building a really long, horrible one. But I don't have a lot of money, so it's not going well. Apparently I'm not allowed to. I don't know why. What is the purpose in just going click, click, click without telling me what I'm trying to do wrong? This is annoying. See, one of the things is being forced to build things you wouldn't normally want to build. Like, I'm not into these flumes at all, but in order to complete this scenario, I'd have to build them. But again, it's not letting me for some reason, and it's not telling me why I can't. This is quite annoying. I mean, if there's a conflict, tell me what the conflict is. Is it saying that can't fit under there? I don't know because it's not giving me an error message. Just a click. Which means nothing to normal people. I hope this is 70 long. Yeah. Can't do it again. Ah. But no idea why. I can't tell you how annoying this is. I'd like to tell you how annoying this is, but I can't. When I try to straighten it out to make it actually enter the pool, it doesn't let me. Flume end. Okay. Yeah, that's... I want a flume end. I don't know if... Yeah, that's what I was afraid would happen. Ugh. Run out of momentum. This is not fun at all. So all that work I just did, gone, trashed. It's obvious they want me to do a flume that's higher, but I don't know anything about flumes that are higher. And I certainly don't care about them. Okay. Now, I don't know how we build the structure to get up to that. To me, it's having me build more boring flumes just to get the length that it requires for the stupid objective. And it's making it really hard to even see where I'm working. Of course, I can't place the good stuff there. It's probably not 70 long, I would assume. That's not so bad. I mean, as far as placing the entrance. Yeah, it didn't do it on the right angle, so it looks stupid. Oh. I thought the entrance was set in stone, and it isn't. Just want to test the stupid ride. Okay, I know it works. The question is it long enough? And I'm sure the answer is no, it's not. Bloom length 262. It said it only had to be 70 length. But I bet it won't say it's long enough. I did connect the path to the entrance. I don't know how people exit it, however. Oh, that's right. They don't... They're in the pool. They don't have to exit it. Thought it was connected. Sure looks connected. This is no fun. Stupid thing spins all around when you're trying to build stuff. Now, I assume it's going to say it's not long enough. But again, I don't remember where the stupid objective is. Anyway. Flumes. Loan. Advertising. Okay, now...
You know what,
Okay.
mate? I'm feeling really good about this park again.
I'm not.
I mean, just look at the place. I know. I shouldn't let what Eugene says get to me. It's just that he's always been able to make me feel like the little brother. I mean, sure, I am the little brother, but it still doesn't feel great. Anyway, beaches, water, and awesome rides? Why was I ever worried? Right, I'll let you get back to work.
Silver objectives completed. Have 4 flat rides and set to open. Well, right now, I'd kind of like to make sure this pool is safe. Although I don't know how to do that because it didn't let me put lifeguards at the side of it. Well, I didn't want to do that. There are some pretty cool flumes here. But I didn't want to go to the workshop. And it's my bad. I don't know what I'm doing. Isn't it clever how I'm able to make it look like I know what I'm doing when I don't know? So none of these, it won't let me place any of the extras. Again, can't place lifeguards, and it won't tell me why. It could be, you know, since they haven't taught me the rest about pools, that's why it's being so awful. I don't know. Anyway, let's see if we could find a place to put some flat rides. I don't even know how many flat rides we have, but it wants 4 of them. Let's see if Poseidon ship is too fat to fit where I wanted to put it. So let's see if I can put it where I don't want to put it. Is this a hyper spin again? So it's tilt-a-whirl. This is to power it up. Now, see it moves around without your permission. Then it has, okay, that's the entrance. So let's just build an exit. Now we are testing our new tilt-a-whirl, which I call tilt-a-hurl. What usually happens on these scenarios is I just run out of space. Because things take area. Roller coasters take a lot of space. Even these flat rides take a lot of space. I would like to work with just a big flat canvas, but if I do that, then I'm not doing the career mode or objectives or anything, because they don't allow that with such a big canvas. So I don't like that they, you know, have names that end in 2 and things like that, because no real park would have that. Is that the exit? Yeah, it is. Okay. The exit I can line up with my other places in the park. Now it's a matter of getting the entrance. And as usual, I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, it looks like the entrance and the exit are kind of together. It's a slide. How many times do you have to test a slide? Have 2 coasters and set to open. So now, after I've wasted all this real estate building their pools and flat rides, they want me to build coasters, which take an incredible amount of space. $89.12. We don't have $89.12 right now. We could build a slinky. Oh, that's why it's not complete. That's why it's not expensive. Okay, we could build this coaster potentially. It's not much of a coaster. I see why it wouldn't cost much. Why can't I build there? Don't just tell me I can't. Tell me why, so your stupid excuse makes sense to me. Okay, we found a place for it. I have no idea whether we can get people to it. Let's test it first. You notice it doesn't require any electricity to test it, even though it requires electricity to run. I don't know how that works, but okay. Wow, it is a nothing coaster. I think I'd be embarrassed having this in my park. So, I wonder... I don't have a lot of money because I paid off those loans and things like that. So, it's probably not the best time to be editing coasters. And now I just had to waste money on that autocomplete when this isn't how I want the coaster to be at all. And it keeps exiting the edit coaster mode. There must be a good reason for it, but I have no idea what that reason is. And again, I want to be working on this other piece, and it won't let me do that. It's saying I have to use autocomplete to do this. Well, I don't like what autocomplete is doing to my coaster. I didn't ask for auto tunnel. I don't even know what, I mean, I can guess what auto tunnel is, but okay. Now, maybe we're getting somewhere. I'm trying to make it into a respectable coaster without going too crazy. I don't know why it's calling it auto tunnel. Well, it probably won't like it then, since I can't twist the track to make it a better coaster. But that's still a better coaster than it was originally. Now let's look at the numbers. 641. Well, now we got to get electricity to it and paths to it. Most of the time I can't even see what I'm doing. Don't just tell me I can't build there. Tell me why. Ugh. Well, so far, I can't do what it wants me to do. And now I'm using the bulldozer tool and it's doing nothing. Trying to get rid of the parts of the bridge that it doesn't like, and it won't let me. It just makes a stupid noise, which doesn't tell me anything. I'm gonna rage quit soon. Why can't I remove it? What is the point of a bulldozer that doesn't bulldoze? It even says demolish. If you see right here, it says demolish. I tell it to demolish, it demolishes nothing. There are different bulldozers. And none of them so far have allowed me to just get rid of that stupid path that isn't working. I mean, there we go. But now I'm gonna have to delete all the barrels that were part of the original design. Okay, now we're almost ready to start again. But we still have to remove these barrels. Now, let's try and make intersecting terrain. Oh, it built it underground. Stupid stupidity. I didn't tell you to do that. Well, I get tired of just having to remove everything I just did again and again and again. So in this case, I have to remove all the barrels again. Then flatten the terrain again. Is anybody having fun here? You get to the point where you're willing to buy a full-on sequel just to get rid of the bugs that the game you're playing now has. All this just to build a coaster that we're not even sure people can get to. Okay, let's build the queue first. And that didn't build right either, of course. That is not a helpful error message. Cannot build here. Tell me what the problem is and I'll fix it. I'm your poorly aged, sarcastic PC Witty gamer. I've spent too long on this. I'm gonna go make other videos. If you like me, or you like watching how video games are really played, or you just have sympathy for my struggle, go ahead and subscribe, or like, or both, or whatever. I'm certainly trying to get more subscribers. And I want to thank you for watching in the first place. Thank you so much for being here. I am your poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty gamer, and this is YouTube's poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty gamer channel, where you're falling in love in stereo. Guess we'll only buy food and drinks. Okay, now we don't know under which conditions guests will buy food and drinks, but we don't really care.